Hello everyone, this is Lorna, and I'm back with another Duel Links video. Hopefully this video will not be as long as the last video. Odeon, you have competition! Hopefully this video will not be that long, but to be real, I doubt it would be. I doubt it will be, honestly. Most duels do not last as long as that duel against Zone did. Honestly, it felt like an eternity that I was dueling like that. I would have rather a duel like that took forever when dueling Yubel. But a duel against Yubel does not take forever, unfortunately. Hello, Yuma. I was talking about you recently. I was wondering if you're going to show up because I was talking about you, and apparently, whenever I talk about people, they show up for some reason. Sometimes I don't have to say it out loud. Like, for example, you guys wouldn't know because I already dueled off screen, but I brought up Aster and he showed up as a legendary. In fact, I think I brought him up when he was the legendary in GX World. But he's probably not there now. I could leave after this duel just so I could confirm that. But I don't really know if there is a legendary to confirm. At the very least, Yuma is not going to take as long as that last duel, so I think we're good there. Although Yuma can kick my ass too. Pretty much any protagonist can do that. Although, unfortunately, that means every protagonist. Now, which protagonist have I not seen today? Hold on, I don't think I've seen Yamayuki. I haven't seen Yugi yet. It's only a matter of time at this rate. Well, let's see, I haven't had a mirror match against Jaden yet. I haven't seen Yusei yet. And I don't know if I should name drop because that's, you know what? I haven't seen Playmaker yet. Which probably means he's going to show up just to spite me. The Vars could do that too. How many names that just left my mouth are going to show up? I don't know. To be honest, it doesn't even have to be someone that left my mouth because I spoke with their name. Because hello, Brain. Can we please only name drop characters in the game? Thanks. That would be greatly appreciated. Even though you pay about as much attention to listening to what I say as Konami does. Which is basically none. You may be wondering what name entered my brain and in what context. I forgot the context. I forgot it already. But the name Atticus was going to leave my brain, and then I'm just like, brain, bro. Atticus isn't in the game. Although I do keep saying I want him in, but to be fair, that's just because I just know he's not in the game. And I think I just want an excuse to not have to change active characters. Oh god, that's stupid! That's a dumb excuse and it's not going to work. Eventually, GX World will be a priority and I will have to level up everyone else. And I already fully maxed out Zane and Chaz. All 3 Jadens. So everyone else also includes Blair. And then I can go around and terrify people as Blair, even though no one else is scared of her. Well, I guess to a lesser extent, Jaden kind of is, but Jaden doesn't count. He treats her better than I do. And he's the one she has a crush on for some of this series. Well, let's remember she was first introduced as having a crush on Zane. A crush on Zane, okay, makes sense. Even though we don't get to know how that crush formed. Yuma, come on. Yuma. I don't know why he decided putting Yubel in defense position was going to change anything. Okay, it might, but I just don't think it's going to save his life. Oh god, his what? Well, we know Yubel is known for murder. Yubel has killed a good number of people. I say casually. Don't let Kite hear that. He might decide I should answer to my crimes again. I wasn't there, Kite! You can't make me answer to anything. I'm not Jaden. I'm just playing as Jaden. There's a difference. You may wonder what the difference actually is. I'm very rarely in character, okay? I'm not going to even entertain the idea that I have... Okay, anyway, the duel's over. And not to be honest, I keep acting like Jaden and I have nothing in common. When really we do have some things in common, it's just... we have very different personalities. Which is probably how the rose-colored glasses got on my face. I forgot how Season 4 started. Because we have vastly different personalities. We have very different personalities. And also, if you wonder how I forgot how Season 4 started, even though we watched the entire series, I'm going to blame Paradox for that. Why? Because he's the only reason I can think of that would put rose-colored glasses on my face. And because Jaden was back to normal during that movie, and I know I watched it. Although I've recently rewatched the entirety of GX. But the rose-colored glasses had already been taken off by the point I rewatched the series. They didn't last long. I hate rose-colored glasses. How did they get on my face? And they got on my face with Yusei too, to a lesser extent. And same with Yuya. Okay, brain, can we please focus on who I've had rose-colored glasses for? Kaiba heard me saying Yami-Yugi and decided he had to come over. I will just ignore that this is the Kaiba that created Duel Academy, and because that doesn't really matter as far as the lore goes. Apparently, Dark-Sided Dimensions Kaiba is the real Kaiba in this context. Although they are basically the same. You know, I just noticed that this Kaiba isn't using the Blue Eyes White Dragon. You may be like, wait a minute, what? Oh, did I mention there's a reason I don't have a driver's license? This is why you don't let me drive. And people are just like, but if you practiced, how many duels have I had? How many times do I repeat the same mistakes over and over? And you want me to be at the front seat of a car. America, we have to talk. Not everyone should drive. Why is this a main requirement of being an adult when you're not living in a city? I am judging you, America, as an American citizen. As an American citizen, I judge this entire country with every fiber of my being and soul. And I don't even care if you don't believe in souls. The point is the severe judgment that I am giving to my country. Who names themselves Lolo? Lolo? You know, there's a game where I'm basically playing as this character called Lolo. At least I believe that's his name. And it's a puzzle game, basically, where you have to destroy people. I mean, solve puzzles. My bad. Yeah, you're just solving puzzles. You aren't destroying anything. You're just solving puzzles. And I like the third game the most because it introduces another character called Lala. And I prefer to play as her. Because she's my gender. And I normally prefer to play as people with my gender. Normally. Obviously, there are exceptions. I mean, especially since growing to adulthood, but still. And I have played that game recently enough. The game is kind of terrifying at times, to be real. Hello, Mazar, you're back. I was wondering when you would return, but it was definitely not very long. I'm sure you appreciated that duel where I lost against Zone. Although I'm not sure why you would appreciate a duel like that. Because it took forever, so, you know, you were just standing there. I am Mazar, the last duelist you will ever face. I'm pretty sure there are many people that would have thought that. Like, Darkness. Night Shroud, if 4Kids bothered. Yeah, Night Shroud if 4Kids bothered, but they didn't. They didn't, did they? Just like they didn't bother to, dub all the 5Ds. Which is honestly very confusing. I don't know what was dubbed of 5Ds and what wasn't. I don't pay attention to shit. I'm just like... I prefer to watch the series subbed. But also... I mean, I was a child and I got into the series through the dub. And yes, every now and then I do like dubs. Yes, even some of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Ones. How do you think I got through the GX seasons that were dubbed? How do you think I got through that? Some part of me still likes the dubs, okay? I know that could mean judging me hardcore, but how many people don't already do that? If you're going to judge me, you've already done it. It's not going to be here that you're going to... It's not going to be here that you're going to start. Seriously. You know, this is going to sound very familiar. I just realized that he's not playing a Shiranui deck. or his own cars. And they're going to be like, what? Again, why would you put me inside of a car? Wait a minute, no. You can do that. You can put me inside. I just can't drive the car. It's fine for me to ride in a car. I'm not to. It's fine. You may be like, what? Oh. If you're allergic to the power of friendship, which, if you are, how did you get into this franchise in the first place? The power of friendship is a huge thing in Fairy Tail. And if you haven't watched it, you may not know that Natsu gets motion sickness when he's inside of a vehicle. Unless we're talking about the other one, but we're going to ignore that. The other one makes even less sense. Like you get motion sickness, like you get sick when you're not in a car or any vehicle. What the hell? That makes even less sense. Oh my god. You know, if Natsu was riding on the back of a dragon, would he get motion sickness from riding on a dragon? Do I have to rewatch all of Fairy Tail just to know the answer to this question? I mean, riding on the back of a dragon isn't the same as being inside of a vehicle. It's not the same thing. So would he still get motion sickness? I don't know, maybe. I'd feel pretty sick if I was on the back of a dragon. I'd be terrified for my life. And not because of the dragon, but because of the heights. I'm terrified of heights. I'm very terrified of heights. It's a phobia. Oh, that's how bad it is. And we treat my phobias with respect around it. Wait a minute. There's nothing to respect because I'm just like, why can't I use stairs like normal people? And because of the phobia. I suspect it has a lot to do with the phobia. And you may be like, I can't use Book of Moon on that monster. No. No, Book of Moon can't be used on late monsters. But maybe that other one? The one over there. Okay, is this an equip card? No, okay. Hold on a second. Okay, I just needed to double check that I was reading the card icon correctly. Because you never know with me. I do some stupid shit. Everyone knows. They've already seen it. I still cannot use Book of Moon on Elite Monster, but if it is possible to I don't know if I'm allowed to use it. No, I can use it. I'll use it on his other monster, though he might be able to flip it face up again. I don't know the rules for that. I'm confused whenever I can do it to my own monster. I'm just like, wait a minute, why can I do that? I'm confused. Why could I flip my monster back face up and my opponent used Book of Moon? I don't understand that. And that is why I made the same mistake. All right. I had no clue on what strategies we were going to play. Well, understandable. Era distance. You may be like, what does era distance mean? Oh, it means that Xyz monsters didn't exist when Jaden was the protagonist. Though he does later learn about synchros. But not Xyz monsters because Yuma wasn't even... Hold on. Let's ignore everything. I don't understand time. I'm dead inside. Why do people have to know that? Guys, that's going to wrap things up for this video. I'm going to go find what's left of my sanity, and I'll be back when I find it or don't.